Did you hear Zeus probably they support?
Those guys. They both suck each other's,
Alright, so I was just thinking,
I was hearing them cheerleading Barboza.
oh man,
By the 7th, 8th round, they still quiet though.
I'm not so impressed with Tio and his character. I'm not impressed with, so I can't wait to get him out of there. The racist things that he's saying, the homosexual things he was saying yesterday on the stage. It's just no need for that in boxing.
That's gonna be a problem, my big dog. I'm letting you know, and your fans know too. That's gonna be a problem because Teofimo Lopez, you're not beating Shakur Stevenson. You're not. No. I know your habits. He knows your habits. He sees already how to beat you. He knows already how to beat you. I told y'all when Crawford told me.
Tim Bradley isn't holding back. He's warning Teofimo Lopez that Shakur Stevenson's Mayweather-style precision could completely dismantle him on fight night. Since the fight has officially been made, Teofimo Lopez has been trolling Shakur Stevenson at every turn from press conferences to media interviews. But this time, Teofimo has gone even further. In his own hilarious way, he's making it clear that he's coming to take over Shakur Stevenson, no matter what it takes.
Shakur Stevenson, I'm coming for you, brother.
Hulk Hogan, we coming for you.
What are you gonna do when the takeover takes over you, brother?
Teofimo Lopez has long been known as a polarizing figure, someone who often says strange things and makes controversial remarks that cross the line. He's taken shots at multiple fighters, including Terence Crawford, using offensive language that sparked backlash across the boxing world. All of this only adds to the urgency and intensity around this matchup, and it helps explain why Shakur Stevenson appears more motivated than ever to dismantle Teofimo on fight night.
did you hear Zeus probably they support?
Those guys. They both suck each other's,
Alright, so I was just thinking,
I was hearing them cheerleading Barboza.
oh man,
By the 7th, 8th round, they still quiet though.
alright.
But they can't get at me. Why I gotta?
Listen, they came special. Why can't they sit down? They came special.
Why? What they scared of? Losing to a Latino? What they scared of? Come in. What happened?
Listen, man, I told Terence Crawford I seen them legs. They already done, man. But and I'm happy for the guy because he's getting a good paycheck. He's up his weight, but he's never gonna fight a real chat. You know what I'm saying?
But none of that has shaken Shakur Stevenson's mindset or focus heading into the fight. He isn't ignoring what Teofimo is saying. He's processing it differently. Instead of responding with words, Shakur is pouring every ounce of energy into his training, sharpening himself more than ever. The goal is clear: teach Teofimo a hard lesson on fight night for the disrespectful remarks aimed at him, Terence Crawford, and the wider black boxing community.
Hell of a fighter. I think he's a beast.
He's somewhat of a polarizing figure in the sport. Like, he has said some things that have rubbed people the wrong way. Some might even call it racist things as of late. Do you feel like he's crossed the line? Has he made anything personal? Maybe not to you specifically, but when you say things like that, you might piss off a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm gonna make him pay for a lot of them things that he said about black people, but at the end of the day, I know he's not racist. I know him deep down inside.
And now, with the stakes rising, opinions are coming in fast, and Eddie Hearn has weighed in. Surprisingly, Hearn issued a warning not to Teofimo Lopez, but to Shakur Stevenson, urging him to be mindful of the power Teofimo brings to the table. According to Hearn, Teofimo is a fighter who consistently rises to expectations, armed with an aggressive, brutal style that has helped him dominate several elite opponents. In his view, that combination firmly establishes Teofimo Lopez as a real threat to Shakur Stevenson.
Do you know what it is? Teo rises to the occasion. So Teo is very good in the big moments, right? Notably, of course, the Lomachenko fight, even the Josh Taylor fight, and when he's not motivated, he's not as good. He'll be 100% motivated in this fight. Do you know what I mean? So you'll get the best Teofimo Lopez.
And in turn, this has fired up Shakur Stevenson's camp. Bernie, the boxer, has responded to Hearn's comments, criticizing his stance and dismissing anyone who thinks Shakur doesn't stand a chance. He's issuing a warning to Teofimo Lopez about the Mayweather-style precision Shakur is bringing into the ring. Bernie reveals that Shakur's fighting style is designed to set traps for Teofimo, leaving him with virtually no options on fight night and ensuring Stevenson controls the action from start to finish.
Well, Shakur has the ability to diffuse you, so I think he has the Mayweather effect where he can diffuse you. It's just on if he's going to take the more risk you know, to stamp his victory. You know what I mean? To you know, he gonna let his hands go in the times that he could using his speed. You know, so that's just what I think it is with that. I think he know how to nullify what you're doing, but sometimes he leads in some fights. You know, he's not as capitalized as much as think he could. You know, so I think that's gonna be it. You know, if you make him miss, make him pay 2 or 3. You know, not just one counter punch.
Bernie highlights how closely Shakur Stevenson's team has been studying Teofimo Lopez's fights, identifying flaws they plan to exploit on fight night. He reflects on 2 specific occasions where Teofimo was outmaneuvered by his opponents and suffered heavy defeats. Bernie believes that a fighter like Teofimo, who often relies on raw power and bravado rather than fight IQ, struggles to translate his explosiveness and dominance when faced with the calculated, Mayweather-style precision that Stevenson is perfecting.
I'm sure that he will. You know, I'm sure that he will. Of course, he's going to be a little cautious at first, but Teo ain't knocking nobody out neither, though. So they keep talking about all this power. That was against, you know, before he won the title at lightweight. You know, like I said, he had Steve Laggett in his face, and Steve Laggett is not a big puncher, and he ended up with 2. If I remember, he ended up with 2 black eyes. You know what I mean? Steve Laggett, you know, and I say this again, and maybe I'll go back and watch the fights, but from what I remember, and my memory could be a little distorted, but you know, the Jermaine Ortiz fight, they said Jermaine was running, you know, and Jermaine, if he would have stood and fought a little bit more, he could have won the fight.
Meanwhile, Shakur Stevenson's focus and preparation have reached a whole new level, especially with Floyd Mayweather in his corner. As he's revealed, Mayweather is personally guiding him for the showdown with Teofimo Lopez. Stevenson has shared some of the insider advice he's received from one of boxing's all-time greats, guidance he calls invaluable. He's absorbed these lessons fully, sharpening his strategy and honing every detail to ensure he can dismantle Teofimo Lopez when they finally meet in the ring.
Floyd, nigga, you know niggas, he's an idol. Floyd.
One day he was just saying he don't think that I should be the B side of this shit. But his upcoming fight. And he think I should be the A side. And he really felt strongly about it, but no, it is what it is, bro. I appreciate Floyd. That's my guy. I wouldn't even never say nothing bad about Floyd.
Yeah.
But also, bro, A, B, C, D, E. Put me in that ring with that nigga, gang.
Whatever, right? Whatever.
Put me in the ring, bro, and I'm ready to show who I am, bro. So that's how I've been.
While Shakur Stevenson continues to integrate Floyd Mayweather's strategies into his training, his focus and determination have never been sharper. He's sending a clear warning. Don't underestimate him. This camp is more intense and demanding than anything he's done before. Looking back at his bout with Zepeda, Stevenson admits he could have performed at a higher level, and he's using that reflection to push himself even further. With every detail fine-tuned under Mayweather's guidance, he's preparing for what could easily be the defining fight of his career, and the stakes have never been higher.
Because of the fact that I'm doing more this camp than I did any other camp. With Zepeda, it's like, see, I don't want to go too much in detail because I ain't going to give out the secrets. But understand this. Zepeda, I could have took it a little bit more serious and you would have seen an even better version than y'all seen that night. And our fans were so hyped about it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, good job. He stood in the pocket. I could do that as regularly. Like, I could stand there and defend myself. I can be comfortable in that mix, but I know there's a level that I could have shown, and until we're gonna see it.
And looking at everything, Bernie the boxer has expressed full confidence in Shakur Stevenson's ability to dismantle Teofimo Lopez's fighting style with ease. He even criticized Teofimo directly, reminding everyone why fighters like him don't truly belong in the sport. According to Bernie, Teofimo has repeatedly disrespected black fighters despite having a record that offers little to admire. This, he argues, only reinforces the need to put him in his place. And in Bernie's view, Shakur Stevenson is the one who's going to do exactly that in the ring.
So, Teofimo, you know, has not, and these are after the Josh Taylor fights, you know, so I'm not so impressed with Tio and his character. I'm not impressed with. You know, so I can't wait to get him out of there. You know, the racist things that he's saying, the homosexual things he was saying yesterday on the stage. It's just it's no need for that in boxing. You know, this is a masculine sport. This is a sport of fair play. It should be, especially among the fighters, and it should be a certain level of respect. And I don't think he's shown that. So I'm looking forward to get his ass whooped. I hope he gets his ass whooped.
Adding to the mix, Tim Bradley has now highlighted a key aspect of Shakur Stevenson's fighting style, the Floyd Mayweather-inspired techniques he believes will give Teofimo Lopez major problems. Bradley sees no scenario where Teofimo can overcome Stevenson, especially now that Shakur is incorporating Mayweather's methods into his camp to exploit every weakness in Lopez's game. He even cautioned Teofimo's fans to brace themselves, predicting that their fighter could face one of the toughest beatings of his career.
That's gonna be a problem, my big dog. I'm letting you know, and your fans know too. That's gonna be a problem because Teofimo Lopez, you're not beating Shakur Stevenson. You're not. No. I know your habits. He knows your habits. He sees already how to beat you. He knows already how to beat you. I told y'all when Crawford told me, he's like, Tim, ain't no way he can beat me. I've already processed this. Same thing with Shakur Stevenson. He's that type of dude. Shoot, that last fight didn't convince y'all? Y'all, because y'all don't know what y'all looking at. See, a lot of y'all be going to these goofies channels and y'all be listening to these goofies. Come here and get the real.
On the Ring Champs podcast, Lamont Roach weighed in on the highly anticipated Stevenson versus Lopez showdown, tipping the scales in favor of Shakur Stevenson. He pointed out that Stevenson's sharp ring IQ and calculated fighting style could make it extremely tough for Teofimo Lopez to find any openings, giving Stevenson a clear edge heading into the clash.
He a little cuckoo too, like he has like a little mental lapses every once in a while. Look at the Kambosos fight, like. That's a fight that people would never expect Kambosos to win, and he won a grueling match against him as well. So I just, I don't know. I don't think he can get it done against Shakur when it comes to like, cause it's gonna be just a skill match. I don't think he's gonna try to rough Shakur up, and it's probably not going to work.
When discussing Teofimo Lopez's attributes, his speed, slick movement, and natural boxing smarts, Roach gave him credit where it's due. However, he highlighted that Lopez has struggled against technically precise boxers in the past, implying that Shakur Stevenson's style could exploit those weaknesses and tilt the fight in his favor.
He a little cuckoo too, like he has like a little mental lapses every once in a while.
So who do you think wins that fight between him and Teofimo Lopez if they fight?
I think Shakur wins. And I don't think it's going to be like a super tough fight either. His IQ will frustrate him.
Don't you think Tio has also good ring IQ and also is slick, fast?
I think explosive? So, but when you look at Tio's performances against guys that are just pure boxers, it's just like he almost lost to Sandor Martin. Some people thought he lost to Sandor Martin.
He did beat Loma, who's arguably at the time considered one of the best in the world.
He did, and that was a hell of a performance too. A hell of a performance too. So yeah, I mean, I think he's hit or miss. You got to think he got stuff.
Tony Harrison keeps it real in his Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez breakdown, saying that while the outcome could hinge on the judges, one thing is clear: Stevenson's defensive skills are top tier, even stronger than Lopez's, a fact recognized by referees and judges alike. Harrison favors Stevenson, citing his superior ring IQ and impenetrable defense as the key factors that could decide the fight.
That's the hardest one. I think that's the hardest one to pick, depending on who the judges are. Cause I think I'm gonna go Shakur. I'm gonna just go Shakur because I think defensively he's a little more sound. I think, and I also think not only is he sound, I also think that a lot of the judges and referees give him credit for being defensively sound. You know, I think he's probably the only fighter in boxing that gets credit for being defensively sound.
Many are predicting that Shakur Stevenson's combination of power and strategy will completely dismantle Teofimo Lopez. Fans have pointed to moments from Teofimo's fight with Barbosa, noting how Stevenson has seemingly memorized every detail, preparing to bring something entirely different to the ring. Under Floyd Mayweather's guidance, Stevenson is reportedly refining a style that could catch Lopez completely off guard, what many are already calling the Mayweather effect, and could leave Teofimo stunned come fight night.
Shakur Stevenson, what makes him different? We were looking at a fight with Teo and Barbosa. It was a random round, like the 4th round, and we're just looking at the fight together, and he literally said, like this uppercut right here. And I'm like, and then he threw the uppercut. Barbosa did, caught him. Boom. I was like, you have this entire fight memorized? He was just like, yeah, I told you, I see everything. He literally said, like this uppercut right here. Uppercut, not a knockdown, not a knockout, not a big moment, uppercut. And I said, man, so you're gonna catch him coming in like that? And then he said, I ain't gonna say nothing. And I'm like, well, bro. Dude.
Meanwhile, veteran analyst Max Kellerman added his take on the Stevenson versus Lopez matchup, joined by Malik Scott, a seasoned sparring partner for champions like Alexander Usyk and Lennox Lewis. Scott emphasized that this fight could mark a defining moment in modern boxing. He praised Stevenson's sharp tactical mind and disciplined approach, while acknowledging Lopez's explosive power as a wild card. Their analysis underscored the contrasting styles and unique strengths each fighter brings, building even more hype for what promises to be a must-see clash.
It's the type of matchups we always are acting for. When it comes to explosiveness, I would have to go with Teo. When it comes to actual rapid speed, I would have to go with Teo. But when it comes to body punching, when it comes to good timing, when it comes to craft, I would have to give all of that to Shakur Stevenson.
What do you think, Doug?
They're both boxers. I look at Stevenson as a versatile technician. I look at Teofimo. He's a boxer puncher, but his specialty is his counter punching. Listen, if Stevenson wants to be on his stick and move game, very difficult style matchup for Teofimo, and maybe not that entertaining to the fans.
Because Stevenson's longer.
Exactly.
Stevenson's defense probably the best in the game, and he's longer.
Great reflexes and timing, and so does Teo. That's why he's a great counter puncher.
Max Kellerman highlighted the unique threat Teofimo Lopez poses in the ring, noting that he consistently takes on tough opponents others tend to avoid. Lopez blends speed, skill, and raw power, making him a constant knockout threat capable of changing the fight with a single punch. At the same time, Kellerman praised Shakur Stevenson for his courage and professionalism, choosing to face such a dangerous adversary instead of opting for a safer, low-risk fight.
Teofimo is a two-division Ring Magazine champion. In both fights where he won the Ring Magazine championship, he was the underdog. 4-1 underdog against Lomachenko. People forget, Lomachenko was taking elite fighters in the lower divisions and they were quitting.
Yes.
He was beating them into some, they were like, I can't do this, right? And Teofimo beat him. Right, he outboxed him.
Yeah, he didn't do it by physically imposing himself on him.
He outboxed him, he outfought him, he had speed, power, and then again against Josh Taylor at junior welterweight, he was the underdog, so he saves his best for his biggest moments.
Yes, and Max, and look, I give Shakur a lot of credit, right? Because we see fighters like Bruce Ennis that want to do a tune-up fight at their first fight at the new weight.
While Teofimo Lopez is often labeled the aggressive fighter, Ryan Garcia offered a fresh perspective. He views Lopez more as a counterpuncher, arguing that constant forward pressure doesn't fully define his style. According to Garcia, beating Shakur Stevenson will require Lopez to adjust, since Stevenson himself is a precise counterpuncher with elite boxing IQ. This sets the stage for a true tactical showdown, where both fighters must navigate, adapt, and exploit openings to gain the upper hand.
Just because Teofimo likes to fight people that he could counter, and with Shakur he has to chase him. So it's not a good style matchup for Teofimo, but shit, if Teofimo finds a way, fucking kudos to him for sure. Because I don't see Teofimo being that aggressive, you know. He's aggressive.
Yeah, he's more like he throw his punches, not trying to hurt. He just trying to tag you.
Yeah, he's not very aggressive. He's more of a natural counterpuncher, but not an aggressive fighter. He'll go get you if he has to.
But Shakur's the same way though, no?
Shakur's more of a counterpuncher, but he's gonna make sure that Teofimo chases him for sure.
As the countdown to fight night continues, one thing is clear. Shakur Stevenson is bringing a Mayweather-level game plan that could completely dismantle Teofimo Lopez. From expert predictions to insider insights, the message is unanimous. Stevenson's skill, strategy, and preparation make him a force to be reckoned with. Don't miss a single moment of this showdown. Hit that like button, subscribe for all the latest fight breakdowns, and share your predictions in the comments. Who do you think will come out on top when Stevenson meets Lopez in the ring? Let's get the conversation started.